My name was on the street. And we bounce from this here, I'm gonna go down in them corners, let them people know word did not get back to me. Let them know Marlo stepped to any motherfucker, Omar, Barksdale, whoever. My name is my name.
The requirement to Rule 404B are met for evidence described above. As detailed above, much of the evidence defendants seek to exclude is direct and or indirectly intertwined evidence and therefore not subject to exclusion under Rule 404B. To the extent Rule 404B applies, the evidence should be admitted for the following additional reasons. 1. The acts are not too remote in time. The other acts described above are not too remote in time, as they all took place within approximately a year and a half of SR's murder. 2. The acts are based on sufficient evidence. There is ample evidence to prove up each of the discrete acts, including digital communications and corroborators' testimony. Here, the evidence sought to be admitted more than meets this low threshold. The proof consists of 1. Defendant Banks and his co-conspirators' own text messages discussing violence, corroborated by anticipated testimony of corroborated witnesses. 2. Defendant on recorded admission in his raps about bounties, the meaning of slide for Vaughn, and details about stalking rivals in Beverly Hills. And 3. Discrete evidence from SM's murder case showing the murder was motivated by anticipated payments by defendant Banks and or OTF, including DNA results and text messages. All of these categories of evidence, each of which corroborate the other, is more than enough to establish the other act under Rule 404B. 3. The other acts are sufficiently similar to the charged offense. As a threshold matter, when offered to prove knowledge, the prior act needed not be similar to the charged act as long as the prior act was one which would tend to make the existence of the defendant's knowledge more probable than it would be without the evidence. Nonetheless, all of the acts set forth above are sufficiently similar to the charged conduct. Here, the SSI alleges that the co-conspirators, funded and directed it by defendant Banks, flew across the country to stalk and kill one of defendant Banks' rivals in exchange for a reward. Each of the above described pieces of evidence is strikingly similar conduct to that alleged here. First, defendant Banks' text messages, threats, and admission to committing violent acts in his rap songs all demonstrate the power and control he has over his OTF co-conspirators in ordering violence, and that defendant Banks, not another OTF member, directed the activities of other OTF members. Indeed, the text messages and lyrics both fully embrace the influence defendant Banks wields over his confederates, such as his admissions that "I got them hunting you up, I don't want no niggas who you catch, I want the one I paid for," and "they dropping locations, I'm getting it done, woo 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 gang, fuck tweeting, we sliding." Second, the response of OTF members and associates to defendant Banks calls for actions against his rivals in the same. They act at his direction with his funds. All of this evidence satisfies Rule 404B,